All right, what is up, guys? So I recently got the Ruger LCP II in 22 LR. This gun is clear and safe to handle. I fired about 343 rounds, I believe, just to help break it in. And I used Remington Thunderbolts, Remington Golden Bullets, Aguila, and Monarch. And averaging those 343 rounds that I shot, I had about a 6% failure rate. So those were either failure to fires, failure to ejects, or failure to feeds, which is a pretty high failure rate. And upon looking up, this pocket pistol is pretty notorious for having issues in terms of stuff not going off and firing, or ejecting properly, or the slide cycling properly. So I decided to make a 3-part series. This is going to be part number 1. It's going to be going over all the best upgrades for this this firearm, which will improve your handling and your performance, and hopefully get rid of 99% of all those failures, and really bring that down to a gun that's more reliable, and that you would want to that you can actually use in your pocket carry and take on you and depend upon. Okay, so there's going to be 3 upgrades in this first part. They're all going to be from MCARBO. I'm going to have the links in the description as well, so you can check that out for the 22 LR. So the first one is going to be the stainless steel guide rod. All right. It's a very nice, just general upgrade. It's a 316 stainless steel, and it basically enhances the overall performance pretty well. So it's a nice little quality boost. To go with that, we're going to be using the extra power recoil spring. This is the 22 LR version, so make sure when you click the link, you double check and make sure it does say 22 LR only, if that's what you're using. If not, you get the other one. It'll be labeled very clearly on MCARBO. But they say this upgrade is ideal for standard ammunition above 1,000 feet per second, and it also works with higher velocity 1200 plus. Okay, they say it's not recommended for any ammunition below 1000 FPS or any subsonic rounds or anything like that. If your go-to is to put a silencer on this or whatever, you probably don't want to upgrade to this one. Just bear that in mind. But for 99% of other people and all the other standard ammunition, this is going to significantly help, because they say it gives about a 10% increase in the strength for the factory spring. So overall, it's going to help enhance the cycling operations in this firearm. And there's also less prone to kinking and stuff. So when you're discharging the firearm and it's rocking the slide cycling and everything like that. And the third upgrade is just, we're going to upgrade the takedown pin. So this is MCARBO's heavy duty stress proof takedown pin. It's basically just enhances the durability over the stock option. And you'll see in a moment here just how thin the rounded circular bit is of the stock. And this one is nice and upgraded. It's a little thicker, has a nicer ridge, so it's just easier. And overall, it's a lot nicer quality steel. Okay, so all you're really going to need for to do these upgrades, you can do everything by hand apart from taking down the takedown pin. You're just going to need some form of a flathead screwdriver. All right, and that's it. So we've already checked, but we're just going to double check, make sure that this is clear and safe to handle, which it is. So we're going to remove that magazine to the side, and to take it down, you're going to grab your flathead. You're going to slightly depress the top of the slide so it comes back just a hair like that. Then you get your flathead, you tuck underneath there, and then you just pop that out. All right, so I'm going to take that out, put this down on the side, take the slide off. We're going to put the lower down, take out the guide rod and the recoil spring, and the barrel. We'll put that out the way. All right, so these are the 3 parts we have. I'm going to put them all next to each other. First, let's have a look at the guide rod and see the difference here. So the stock is right here, and the MCARBO upgrade is on the left. So it's a very nice quality difference here. This one also feels a little bit heavier. Again, this is 316 stainless steel, so it's just basically gonna boost up your performance and your quality overall. Okay, so That's really nice and very simple upgrade. I'd recommend just putting all these spare parts in a plastic bag, okay? The recoil spring, let's have these side by side as well. So the blue one, stock, that's this one. And then there is the upgrade MCARBO. So you can see I'm doing these about the same pressure. The one on the right is definitely less strong. The one on the left is significantly stronger. So this is like, this bends really easy, okay? And this doesn't bend, it's more stronger, okay? So this is gonna help cycle that slide better and help your feeds just a little bit better. So I'm hoping that fixed some of the issues as well. And I think it should do a pretty good job. So let's move the stock in the bag as well. And then just a quick look at the stock takedown pin and the MCARBO takedown pin. So as you can see, the stock, I've got quite a bit of wear and tear on there already, just from taking it apart. About 10 times I've taken it apart, and it's already scratched up like that. I mean, obviously it's going to get scratched up and used, but the main thing, I don't know if you can quite see that because my camera can't quite focus because it's a GoPro, but if I come about here, the tips here, this one, the stock, is super thin. Yeah, that's a bit of better comparison. It is like super thin. This one's a little thicker, so it's better to take it down, and it has overall just better quality. Okay, so let's put that stock in the bag and move all that stuff out of the way. So to put this back, it's super simple. Just as you just do the steps backwards, you put that barrel back in. We're going to put the guide rod inside the spring, and then you're going to put the spring first into the firearm, push it up in that little lip right there, just a little lip right there, tuck it up on that, and then there you go. We're going to line this up on the slide, and then from here all you have to do is grab your new takedown lever, depress it just slightly like that, and you'll see this little blue piece right there. You're going to push it down and then push it in. So if you just depress this a little bit, you can push this down from the top like that, and then push it straight in. Once it pushes in, push it in to verify it's been clicked, which it has. Keep testing, back in the slide, and we are good to go. All right, so those are the super simple, easy upgrades. And as always, when you do upgrades, just do a little quick check on all the features and everything, make sure it works. The Ruger LCP II 22LR, the manual recommends if you dry fire, it is safe to dry fire without anything in it. Just make sure that the magazine is inside the firearm, and that should help protect the firing pin. Okay, just a little disclaimer there. But yeah, we'll test the trigger and the reset. Yep, and then we'll test mag release, works, slide lock works, slide release works. All right, this gun is good to go. So yeah, that's part one, guys. Hopefully you find this helpful, and this helps with some of the issues that this pocket pistol is notorious for having. Look out for part 2 and part 3 that's going to soon come in the next week or so, because I'm going to go over a lot of in-depth. The part 2 is going to be how to change the magazine release spring and make the spring a little tighter. And then the third part is going to go into the firing pin spring, the trigger spring, and the hammer spring. After you've done all that, this gun is going to shoot absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to do a whole review after all 3 parts that I've uploaded on YouTube, going over 10 different types of ammunition for this gun in 22LR. And we'll get a nice data pool, break everything down, and we'll go from there. So stay armed, stay locked and loaded, stay safe, and above all else, stay armed with truth, knowledge, and wisdom. Till the next video, guys, peace.